Herbivore. Hell bloody low. How are you doing?
I'm too low. This camera's too high up.
Move over.
No, we're going the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Move this way.
Okay.
The camera's doing what now?
I feel like it's normally, there's not so much room above our heads. Point is like down a bit more. Yeah. I'm going to sit on a pillow or cushion because I'm too low down.
How are we doing?
So I feel like I just talked about the camera there. Forgot to say hi to
Watch
everyone.
out for Sir Cleans a lot.
Oh, I'm doing it all silly.
Aslan, you're here.
Hi everyone.
Sergeant Angarad, she's here with a lovely range of emojis. Windwaker, he's here. What up? Dax is also here. How are you doing, Dax? Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene? Will you stop upsetting that poor vacuum cleaner? And also crossing the stream so people can't see my beautiful face.
Hi everyone, I've settled in. I'm here.
Peter Nichols, does he belong to you? You and Nichols?
He
just
spells his name
subscribed.
with 2 L's. He does not belong to me, no.
No, you can get out of here. I mean, no, don't. Thanks for subscribing. Lovely Gamers is here. Nice to see you. Randon Lewis, Taylor Marshall, Tiggy Mickler, Sergeant Mickler. How are you doing? So this is our usual time now for streams, 7 p.m. This is our usual time. You may not have got the memo. Julian Walters, my IRL friend. I'm a machine. It's a little thing we got going on. How you doing, Julian? Nice to see you, brother. Michael Askew is in the hizzy. All bell ends will be yeeted. Indeed. Vegan Mooncat. Subscribe to General Mooncat. He's great. 3.6 pounds fat loss in his first week of really, well, yeah, it's your first week of really doubling down, isn't it? Really knuckling back down to it. And so follow him. I'm helping him out. So check out the video series, subscribe, follow him on the gram, on the tubes and all that good stuff, and cheer him on.
Yeah.
He's doing bloody great. Hash TV in the hizzy. Oh, I missed someone. Hang on, let's jumped. Good old Derek, lovely Laura Watts. I'm going to Basildon Essex Vegan Market tomorrow. I want to go there. Why aren't we going there?
I don't know.
I had Ethiopian stew as well tonight. It's really great stuff. God, you keep crossing that old stream, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Sit your ass down, woman.
I got ants in my pants. That's not vegan, is it? I'm not hiding them.
I said hi to Hash TV. Hash TV is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. How's it going? How's the vegan scene there? Good old Louise J. And that is everyone welcomed. Our cookbooks are half price. No, they're 30% off. I think we should keep them 30% off until the new book comes out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
They're 30% off from now for a little while.
Yeah.
Because we're not selling that many and we need to pay our bills. So bloody buy some for 30% off.
So we've got that news. What other news? What have we got to say? I've been working on the new cookbook, Speedy Vegan. Well, I've been working on it for a long time, but really knuckled down on it for the last week. And today
Don't keep saying knuckling down.
I made a black a baked bean recipe, healthy baked beans, and I figured out how to make them really tasty without any sugar or artificial sweeteners, and there's no like strong acidity sort of, from the tomatoes. I've cracked it. I feel super proud of that recipe. I did the photography and everything. And yesterday and the day before, I was working on a burger recipe that I was thinking, if this book's about speed and I want the prep time to be under 15 minutes for every recipe, how am I going to sort of do a burger? But I cracked it. I came up with a burger recipe and a burger sauce. I feel just really proud of myself. I feel like I'm really accomplishing some things. It feels good when you've got like a sort of goal and you chip away at it and then you see it coming together, doesn't it? At the start, it's like, oh, it's going to take so long, I can't do it. But now I've seen it all come together and it's making me feel really good. Yeah. What have you been doing? What have you been doing, Dan?
So I did a response video today, which is out at 8 p.m. tonight. I finally got round to responding to a video with that vegan teacher in it after all these years. And she took on Sniper Wolf. And Sniper Wolf feels like really victimised by that vegan teacher. But my perspective was, You're not really the victim here, love. So I had to put her straight. Dana Marshall, Hench, you hear John Venus is no longer vegan again. He was never vegan in the first place. He was a plant-based poser for the clout.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Steve.
For the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really can
I'm bored of
care
it.
less about it.
Bored of
Is he even, what, is he still making videos? Like, how do we even know that?
Who cares?
Get out of here. We don't want you. We don't bloody want ya. We don't bloody want ya.
Good words.
Hash Info Gaming. What? I thought we already had Hash TV. What's going on there, eh? What's going on there? Confusing. The Nostalgic Vegan is Delta 8 available in Norwich. That depends. That depends. What the bloody hell's Delta 8?
Depends on what it is, yeah.
You tell me. What is it? Dan, he's there. Laura Watts kindly did a super chat. I'm now 24 stone from 36 stone, £10. Big round of applause, please.
Wow, that is incredible.
That's a really great weight loss story, like Mooncat, isn't it?
Wow.
Very good. How are you doing that? Like mostly whole foods plant-based? That's going to be my guess.
Good job.
Yeah, good job, man. And thank you for the super chat. You're very kind. No question. Just supporting her local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers out of the kindness of her heart.
Yeah,
And we love her for it. Right, let's move the mic a bit nearer to you. Did I welcome Dan? Yeah. Did I? I'll just do it again in case I did. Dan! Sergeant Dan, he's here. Wind Waker, your hair looks pretty. Gemma, your hair looks pretty. Yours too, Paul. Why, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Trying to get rid of all of the blue so that I can go blonde again. Better going green.
Laura, it's on 10:30 till 4, St Martin's Town Square, Town Centre. Where did you just say Basildon?
I've already forgotten. It's a bit last minute for us to go to.
It's very last minute. I just wonder if some kind soul might scoop us up. Yeah, Basildon. Essex ain't far, is it?
I've got to walk Caroline's dogs tomorrow.
Ah, so that's a no then.
You could go.
Anyone want to take me? I don't want to go on my own. I'll be Billy No Mates. I wouldn't know anyone.
You're not Billy No Mates anywhere you go, so.
Dan, those burgers look amazing. Great work, Gemma.
Thank you. I feel super proud of those and of the photography. Food photography is one of my least favourite things. I think it's because I don't feel very skilled at it, but I'm having a go and getting a bit better, I think.
Johnny Mayon, Sergeant Mayon, he's here. Evening to you. Hash saying plant-based vegan tuna with calamari olives on ancient grain bread. I would eat the shiz out of that. Daksh is in India. I thought you might be in India. Why don't you stop crossing the stream, madam? Well, you just move that out a bit, like 45 or something.
Yes.
You're unbeautifying me.
Not possible.
Yeah, India. I would love to go to India. We went to our first Indian wedding a few, months ago now. Well, a few weeks really, wasn't it? Wasn't a lot of months. A few weeks ago, it was a Hare Krishna wedding. It was so beautiful, so moving. Yeah, I really loved it. We loved the food, and yeah, lovely people, lovely. I love all the colours and the music, and everyone's so happy and positive. And this has been my experience. I mean, I suppose we all have our off days.
Yeah.
But
it's like
they're so warm and loving, our friends.
Happy to celebrate anything, anytime. Just really want to celebrate, don't they? Really nice.
Celebrate good times, come on! Derek, Sniper Wolf is barely a sane human. She's being fam. She's 100% faking everything for clout. She's like a robot. Yeah, I would not be inclined to disagree.
Of got a spike in me from those prickly pears.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah. Try and nip it.
Zosmanovic was in the house. Thanks for joining. Laura Watts, losing weight on the whole plant foods. Very good.
Much easier that way, isn't it, than any other diet, in my opinion.
Well said, Mooncat. Angel's just back from work. Good to see you, my lovely. How are you doing?
Nice.
Plant-based powders in the hizzy. You're probably right there, Mooncat. Oh, you'll be there on your mobility scooter, so I don't have to be on my own. Thanks, Laura. You never know. You never know. I may be able to get there at the last minute. Wind Waker, and I'm going to enjoy the beans and courgette lasagna. Great recipe. Thank you so much.
Good stuff. What's that? Where'd you get your protein book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like that recipe.
Eliza's here. Welcome. How are you doing, lovely?
Hey.
Subscribe to her channel. Oh, and do subscribe to Sergeant Angharad as well. She's got a channel I forgot to say earlier. Welcome, Sembi. Thanks for subscribing if you're in the chat. Dax is having scrambled tofu. Very good. And Laura found a new addiction. What were you trying to say? Crotcheting. Or crocheting, as it's called in polite circles.
English words are funny, aren't they? And what was that? We like Game of Thrones, and then that guy's trying to say night, and he's trying to learn how to read and write, and he calls it nigget.
Yeah.
Knigget. It's a funny language, isn't it?
It's a funny old language.
It's just it.
Hash has been vegan for 15 years. Wow.
Brilliant.
I bet things must have changed substantially in that time. That seems mad. Anyway, how's everyone doing? What have you been up to today? What have you got to tell us? And other such questions.
Yeah. How are you doing in life? How are you doing in terms of your whole foods plant-based diet?
Do you have any questions about how to do it better? Or
if you're not eating a whole foods plant-based diet,
what are your hobbies and
why
problems?
Why not? You should be doing it.
No, you can eat what you want as long as it wasn't previously breathing.
Yeah, and we've got a free nutrition guide. Do you guys know? I guess I'll post a link for you in the chat. It's in the description. We want everyone to download that guide. A lot of the stuff that people ask in these streams quite regularly is in that guide. It's all like the basic stuff that's really important. And if you're not doing the stuff that's in that guide, you aren't going to thrive. So we talk about like supplementation, like the 4 key nutrients that we want you to be concerned about, how to work out your calories and protein, and just, yeah, all that good stuff. So I shall post it, but yeah, give it a download.
Eliza, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, we're good. Glad it's Friday. Been very busy with work this week. Yuck. What do you do for work again? Have we chatted about this? I can't remember. We chatted with Eliza about that?
Yeah, I feel like I can't remember, but why can't I?
Lovely vegan Potterhead is here as well. We met her a couple of times recently. As again, eating One Planet Pizza. We have shares in One Planet Pizza. And so although it's not, a whole food as such, please buy more. Vanessa, is it okay to be thin as a vegan? Why? I think it is. Or do girls need to have big muscles to be healthy? I don't think so. You'd probably look a bit silly if you had my sort of muscles.
Does she mean like, do you need to have muscle tone in order to be sort of fit, functional, like fit and that sort of thing? Is that what she means?
I've got no idea.
I guess I think like you want to be functional. You want to be able to get up off the ground without making a an old person noise and having to use your arms, you know, and stuff like that.
If you're not doing any kind of weight bearing, like exercise, like you will have brittle bones into old age and be the sort of person who'll fall over and break their hips or whatever, which won't be very nice. So, you know, I do recommend that people do resistance training, females and males, and circles.
If females are just trying to like just get a little muscle, just to have like better bone density and stuff like that, could they just do like body weight stuff at home? Or do you think everyone should go to the gym really and do like a workout routine?
You know, I suppose you can do some stuff at home. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing I do hill sprints on my bike. Like that's good for my legs and stuff. I suppose, you know, if you're not trying to get particularly big or whatever, you can do some body weight stuff and whatever.
Do you want to answer this one? I think it's all right. I think it was misunderstood, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think I misunderstood it when I first read it, Phil.
The chav machine. Gemma, did you go to school for being a badass cook?
No, not at all. I just been doing it for a lot of years, and sometimes when I say if we go on a podcast or I'm writing the cookbook, I'm trying to describe myself. Like, what am I? Like, what do I do? I sort of say that I'm a chef, but really, I don't think that I am a chef.
What you were?
Like, yeah, I did have a small catering business for
a chef.
Short time, but
chef.
I just think, you know, I like to make it really simple. You know, I'm not a chef in terms of like I can't make, you know, all different fancy things, and I'm no expert on what flavours are best with each other and all that kind of stuff, but I've just practiced a lot of dishes a lot of times over a lot of years, you know, so I do know how to make quite a lot of things, but...
I haven't got any complaints.
Thanks. But yeah, I've never been to like a chef school or anything to learn, you know, all the fancy things, but I wouldn't want to, because like, well... I mean, probably they wouldn't even be one that was like vegan, just vegan food anyway, so I wouldn't go. But then even if it was, like, it probably wouldn't be whole foods vegan. So yeah, I just kind of make it up as I go along. So I suppose I kind of am a chef, but I have never...
Well, you're not a chef anymore because you don't get paid to...
I write cookbooks.
Well, I guess you're an author then.
Yeah. I suppose I am.
Right. Where was I?
You don't tell me what I am and am not.
Dax, can you tell best vegan before and after workout meal? I don't think there is particularly a best one. My meals are the same, like whether they're post workout, breakfast, lunch, dinner, like they're the same meals. It's some legumes, some whole grains, some fruit, some vegetables, little nuts and seeds. So whole plant foods, I think... you know, particularly, you know, Indian cuisine, you know, just, you know, masala, chana masala, like tadka dal with some rice, like whole grain naans or whatever. Just all that stuff. All that good, wholesome stuff. Eliza is a cleaner. That can be hard. Odd graft. My mum did that job.
I used to do that. Yeah.
Big Spoon Bear, you are 19 minutes late. You are in detention. I missed something. I feel like I missed... Oh, no. Louise J, do you use iodine supplements at all? I don't. She does.
Yeah. So I have a thyroid disease. And we recently learned from Dr. Gemma Newman, plant-based doctor. She said that it's best for people with thyroid disease to have a supplement so it's more consistent, the amount of iodine they get, because in like seaweed it can vary. So
it can vary sixfold apparently, so that would really mess you up.
Yes, iodine is one of the most important things for thyroid disease, so you want to be super consistent with iodine and as much other things as you can, like when you take your medication and how much exercise you have, and you know, just all the stuff. It's just more important with that. And if anyone's got thyroid disease or knows anyone that does, a great tip that we learned from Dr. Gregor is to have 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of black cumin powder every day, and it increases your thyroid. What does it do? Your TSH level. So it makes your thyroid produce more hormones, and it lowers antibody levels if you've got autoimmune thyroid disease. So I was taking it for like a month or two, and then I started to feel really tired and kind of unwell. And I realised that it's made my thyroid work better and I need less medication. So I cut my medication down by quite a bit and I've felt way better since I did that 2 or 3 days ago. So that's a real great, there's a video on Nutrition Facts YouTube channel. So if you've got thyroid disease or know someone, please send it to them. It's real important stuff.
The vegan pothead, girls wouldn't look silly with huge muscles. Well, I suppose that's all like subjective, isn't it? It's all like down to your own, that's opinion, isn't it? Like, you know, maybe I was a bit wrong if that's what I indeed said. But from my perspective, men look silly with huge muscles. If I look at a Mr. Olympia, I think they look like a mutant, like, so, you know, and so when I think of big muscles, I think of a Mr. Olympia, like, it's all relative, isn't it? But yeah, thank you for calling me out on that.
Imagine if my head was just on
I probably did deserve it.
If my head was on your body, right?
Yeah, I'm having Gemma's head on my body. From my perspective, that would look a little bit silly, but...
I hope no one photoshops that later, because I don't think I want to see that.
I hope they do. But point taken, I'm sorry I said that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, for my personal taste, I think females who work out look awesome. I like to see a female taking care of themselves, and a male.
And you can get a nice round booty.
And a circle.
Nice round booty if you work out as a female, which you know.
Baby got ass for days. Big spoon, bigger muscles, more strength on your heart. However, being vegan reduces the strain on your heart. Maybe I'll be okay then. She's one with the produce. I like that. What was that? Oh, Moon Cat. Oh no, we've not got our
Vegan Moon Cat. Subscribe to him.
Vegan Moon Cat kindly donated £2.60. Shark did. Oh, looking at the wrong screen. Sorry. Shark did. He's out of focus. This don't really work anymore. Out of focus. Shark in focus. Ow! Mother Teresa. I am buying more vitamin D. What strength should I get? I would say for you, young sir, 2,000 I use. And I might be tempted, were I you, to do a blood test and see how that goes. Because I was doing 2,000 and it worked out I was just in the middle of range. So I've actually upped mine to like 3,000. I should probably retest because you don't want to be chronically like high. I should probably be satisfied with it really. But vitamin D, well, it's not even a vitamin, it's a hormone. It's so... you know, I think 90% of people who had a bad case of COVID were like D deficient, according to the data. So that tells you something.
And
thanks for the super chat, you lovely man.
And Mooncat, you've got our nutrition course. You might like to know that the vitamin D levels will be different for all of your family. Everyone in the family will need like a different amount. So if you look at the downloadable PDF that's with the course, did we give him the original? We sent him a link to it.
To the new one, the proper one, I think so, yeah.
Let
us know if we didn't.
Yeah, so there's a PDF and then there's a chart of all the nutrients by age, so you can look for the vitamin D and see for your children and things like how much they need if you want to.
Foodsmith. Well said, Tiki Mikla. Vanessa, hi all. New question for Gemma. What vegan makeup brands to use? I'm a new sub, so forgive me if you've discussed this before. Mwah.
Okay, so I spend a bit more money on like things that are going to be directly on my skin all day, like foundation. So I get Bare Minerals, which is a bit more pricey. But everything else I tend to like these days just get it from Superdrug. Superdrug have got loads of stuff which is cruelty free.
Sorry.
Including their own brand. What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm just trying to shift things around.
However, I bought this like my old makeup ran out, so recently I bought some eyeshadow and mascara from Superdrug, like Barry M and something else, and it was super cheap. And every time I go outside, my eyes water. So actually, it's not always good to just buy the cheap stuff. There's a site I also like called handmadenaturals.co.uk. Handmadenaturals.co.uk, and it's all stuff that's like not full of loads of chemicals and stuff, which I get on with so much better. So I recommend them. And I've heard a lot of great things about Tropic, but I haven't tried a lot of their stuff, just like a cleanser and a moisturizer. So I can't hugely like, you know, give an opinion on them, but a lot of people do say that they are very good. And I don't know where you are in the world, so maybe you don't have Superdrug, so you may not know where that is if you're not in the
UK. Sorry, Mooncat. Jeff Carr, hey guys, thoughts on Dr. Ken Berry saying broccoli, corned beans, etc. right in the colon because every time they change patients' ostomy bags? Colostomy bags? They found these foods rotting. Well, they won't be in there long enough to do that. If you're eating a healthy, whole foods, plant-based diet, they're in there for up to the colon. So 2 hours in the stomach, 2 hours in the small intestine, and then so 8 to 12 hours. Produce don't rot in that time. What is he on about? Maybe they had too much meat in the diet and it got stuck in there behind like meat. Meat rots. Produce actually ferments, which is a good thing because that creates short chain fatty acids that are essential for our health.
He thinks like fruit rots. What does he think of vegetables? What does he think happens to meat in there?
The only rotten thing around here is Ken Berry. Berry. It's the only rotten produce around here. Did you say Belland?
I didn't say it. Don't tell him. I'm sorry.
Vanessa Mendoza, thanks. I'm skinny and find it hard to put on weight. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be in the gym a lot. If you find it hard to put on weight in general, you just need to eat like a tiny bit more calories, and you know you will go up in weight. And yeah, you don't need to be in the gym, but just for your health and well-being. Like I think we should be doing some cardiovascular training for our heart and lungs. We should do some resistance training for our muscle and bones because you know into old age, like we'll be glad we did. You know. But yeah, you don't need to be in the gym all the time.
I think a lot of people, myself included, I used to think this, they mistakenly think that to gain muscle or like weight or to lose fat, that a lot of it is in the gym. It's really not. You could not go to the gym and you could gain weight or you could lose fat quite easily. Like, what would you say? Like 90% of it is the food or something if you had to put a number on it.
Yeah, you can't really put a number, but yeah.
You can't out-train a bad diet, for example. So if you're trying to lose weight, like... it could take you an hour to burn like 400 calories or something, say in the gym. Well, in like less than 5 minutes, you could eat hundreds or thousands of calories. So yeah, it's mostly what you choose to eat. We've got a free nutrition guide. I don't know if you've heard us saying this already, but it talks about how to work out how many calories you need, how much protein you need, how to track things if you want to. If you're trying to go at it with just like guessing based on how full you feel and stuff, and you've been doing that a long time, maybe you might want to get a little more scientific about it for a short time, just so you can get on top of what it is that you want to be doing. And if you want to do that, that's also in the guide, so I'll post another link for that.
Big Spoon Bear, what's your favourite dinosaur? Do you think he saw us?
We got asked this the other day, didn't we?
We did. I think I said, what did I say? Triceratops, I'm going to say, or three-horned lizard.
I don't have one.
Oh, you do? Andre showed you him.
But I can't remember his name.
Bloody hell, I don't know why he bothers.
I know. Sorry, Andre.
Hey, Lolly, good to see you, Hunt. Dax, what about estrogen levels increase with tofu and Nutella? If I take them instead of protein supplements. I don't think you'd be increasing your estrogen levels. You know, some plant foods have phytoestrogens. These are like 1/10,000th the strength of mammalian estrogen. So if people are worried about estrogen, like don't eat dairy. Like dairy is horrendous for like mammalian estrogen. Like it's just ridiculous nonsense propaganda to worry about phytoestrogens. It really is. If anything, they actually act protective in our cells, but they don't do any harm. Louise, I don't like sea vegetables, so even though I don't have a thyroid issue, should I be taking iodine since I have no other source? It is an essential mineral, so yes. If you don't have a thyroid issue now, you ought to have one because, you know, iodine it is an integral part of thyroid hormones. So you may find you may find that you add in some iodine and suddenly you've got loads more energy. And
the thyroid regulates your energy, your metabolism, so whether you might gain some weight or not, and your mood, your sex drive.
Do they call it the body's thermostat, or is it the pituitary?
Yes, temperature as well, so many things. So sometimes
you're gonna turn into a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me.
Yeah, it's important. Have it.
Vanessa, when I visit the doctor, they always say I need to put on weight or muscle all the time. So yeah, I mean, if a medical professional is telling you that, then perhaps, in order to, we do need a certain degree of mass in order to be considered healthy. So yeah, I mean, and again, if you're kind of maintaining your weight, well, you only need to eat another banana's worth of calories and you put on 1 pound a month. And if you're doing any degree of exercise, some resistance training, you ought to be putting on lean muscle mass, like not fat. So it shouldn't be difficult. Unless, obviously people who have mental issues around food and then eating disorders and things, of course. That's a whole different thing, obviously. Chav machine, but what about butt muscles in females? Funny looking.
Perspectives. It's a matter of perspectives.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah, I mean, some women grow their booties really big and that's how they like their booties, and some women have really flat bums.
Bianca Taylor.
She's got a massive bum. Yeah, and
baby got ass.
And look how many followers she's got. Yeah, I guess
there's some great activism. It's got the word vegan tattooed on there.
We all like a different shape of a woman or man.
Each to their own.
Yeah.
Or circle. I don't know. Greg Doucette says it, and he seems to be switched on.
Does he?
Not really.
Well, some things, but not other things. Not veganism.
He seems like a real kind, considerate guy, except for when it comes to meal times, when he pays for the murder of animals unnecessarily and then gets hurt when people call him out on it.
Shame.
Yeah, I actually quite like the guy.
Yeah.
I think we'd get on. Other than the unnecessary murder. Zamin, make sure your vitamin D supplement also comes with vitamin K2. Now, if anyone should be saying that, it should be me, because the supplements I represent are Vivo Life, and they do add that in. However, we get plenty of vitamin K from our diet. You don't need to worry about vitamin K2. Well, apparently there is some science to suggest it may be beneficial. But I think if you're eating any appreciable amount of greens, you're getting much more times the amount of K1 than you need. Bacteria and several of our body's organs make it into K2. I suppose the only thing is maybe if you've had like a harsh course of antibiotics or something, like then I could see an argument for needing to add it in. I'd say by and large for people, like, that's unnecessary. Even though I prefer it was necessary, because then I could make more money. Yeah, sorry, Mean Cat. I did scrape the old microphone there. Laura's down with the tropics. Vanessa is in the UK and likes Superdrug, so she's going to check them out.
Nice. Loads of vegan brands in there.
Thinking, if they're having a colostomy bag as part of their intestinal tract, it's been removed. Yeah, that's a good point. Perhaps the plant food has not been given sufficient time to be digested. Also, we tune it up, don't they? Like, it should be a paste before you swallow it. You get a big lumps of broccoli turning up. I think that's the least of your problems, really. Chew your food, for God's sake. Big Spoon Beer has started doing cardio by dancing to heavy music in the living room. No one can see me and it's a great workout. I think you should stream that live. Right, I just got lost. Pesca Zarelli's in the hizzy. Good to see you. Dave, hi Hench and Gemma. I've been dealing with a bout of anxiety, low motivation and depression. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. We've all been through a bit of that from time to time. Any tips for remedying these? Also, do you agree with the idea that most ailments come from an unhealthy gut? To start with the anxiety, low motivation and depression. And they could come from an unhealthy gut. You basically want loads of short-chain fatty acid, which comes from the breakdown of fibre, so whole plant foods.
Why do you feel anxious and depressed? Like, what is the reason? Like, it can be important. If you can get to the heart of things, like when did it start and what happened around that time or sometime before that time, you know? And then I guess you talk a lot about nutrition, wouldn't you, in terms of, you know...
I mean, if your nutrition's poor, you could have all those things happening to you, to be fair, without any external stimulus, I guess.
So, like, we make most of our serotonin, you know, and dopamine in the gut. People think it's in the brain, but actually it's mostly in the gut.
95% from the gut. If we're eating enough whole plant foods.
Yeah.
So I'd say make sure you're getting the whole plant foods in. I would say CBD oil is particularly good. I've got some around here somewhere. I might find it in a minute. I just ran out. Ran out. It's the first time in ages. CBD oil is amazing. Meditation, cold therapy. I have a nice cold shower first thing in the morning. Well, we both do.
Yep.
Breath work as well. Look up like Wim Hof breathing on YouTube.
Yeah. So I've suffered a lot of depression and anxiety at different times in my life, and it does make you feel no motivation. That is definitely what you'll have if you have, you know, depression and anxiety. So don't be hard on yourself there and think, oh, I should be more motivated. That just comes with it, you know. There's a lot of people that I like listening to for their advice on anxiety and depression. I really like Tony Robbins. I find him to be really insightful. He talks a lot about the body and the way we use the body. He thinks that's really important. So when we're like depressed, we do a certain thing with our bodies. You know, we sit like a certain way, and then we think about a time when we're happy, like we sit different, we stand different, we speak different, we breathe different, all those kind of things. So he says you can change your psychology with your physiology. So that's like one thing. And a great thing I learned about depression was that, like, so when we're in pain, we feel as though we're alone in that pain and that it will last forever. And none of those things are true. And so we can be kind of consumed in our own world, in a kind of selfish world. And of course we would be, because when you're in that much pain, that's all you can focus on, you know, is your world. But sometimes stepping outside of that world, when we're like depressed, often we isolate and we're just like alone, aren't we? And we don't kind of socialise and go out and, you know, see people. But if we can think about other people and have a cause that's beyond ourselves, like helping someone, or, you know, doing something where we're focusing on others and some kind of way that we can help other people rather than our own like pain, that is a really great way to help depression. And I've also heard that depression is like about a sense of futility about something, like you feel as though like there's no hope with something. So figure out what it is that you're feeling that way about. There's a great video by Teal Swan called Depression on YouTube as well, which I highly recommend. I feel like I've got so many things, like so many videos and things to say, but
bloody hell, that'll do. Let someone else get a word in.
Yeah, but speak to someone and get, like, if you broke your leg, you'd go and see a doctor to help you with a physical thing. So see someone about something when it's emotional and mental, like see a counsellor or someone, because that's their job, and they can help you progress along and figure things out often much quicker than we can do ourselves. That's the last thing I'll say.
Big spoon. I'm a big fan of the megalodon. Not sure if we can class it as a dinosaur, but I wouldn't argue with them. Are they shark? I am a big fan of Liplurodon, the shark eater. That's how cool he is. Plant-based powered. You should get a tattoo of a shark. I think that's a really good idea. If you keep crossing my light again, I'm going to do it.
Let's all send some love to Dave.
Yeah.
In the chat. Dave, he's struggling.
Little Davey-O.
He's struggling with some depression and anxiety. Let's all send some hearts and some love.
Please, he's right nice.
Can we, in the chat, community is something that's really important. So I'm glad that you've come here, and keep coming here, and, you know, don't isolate, and be around as many people as you can who can give you some support and some love. Here's some coming now.
More is coming.
Yeah.
Adam said, why no new Sverige videos? He's not that I really watch him, but I don't think he's really done much lately. He's mostly been travelling around, sponging off people, I think.
Sponging.
Louise, I've been taking it. Hang on. Okay, I've been taking it the last maybe 2 months. I was a bit late with it as a vegan months for panel this week, so we'll see what's going on. What are we talking about? Vitamin D? I've forgotten. Louise J. Hang on. Back her up. Oh, iodine. I mean, there is some iodine in certain produce. Depends how good the soil is, though. Oh, you've been taking it. Blood panel. Yeah, great. No, you should be fine then. That's funny, big spoon beer. Vegan Pothead, have you seen Coca-Cola? Yes, it's vegan, healthier, far more ethical version of Coca-Cola. What's his name? One Planet Pizza sort of collaborate with those guys, don't they? Big Spoon Beer is getting married to Little Spoon Beer in 8 days. Let's have a round of applause for them.
Oh, that's really great.
It makes sense. Pesca, has anyone watched the new Bobby's Perspective video talking about apparently new research against veganism? No, I don't think anyone watches him. As he talked about how COVID, like if you eat plant-based, you're 73% less likely to end up in the hospital if you're plant-based. And the more meat you eat, like if you eat keto, you're 3 times more likely to end up in hospital. As he talked about that
Did
one.
you ever think about that?
Did he think about that? Or the latest study, the best ever study on vegan bodybuilding and vegan versus omnivorous diets. No difference to the ability to build muscle or strength. And the lead researcher has gone vegan off the back of it. Is he talking about that one? No, of course he's not. He's so very silly. Okay, I'm a big fan of the Veganosaurus. Is that diet consists of asparagus? Lovely. Right, 15 more minutes, guys. 15 more minutes. Get your comments or questions in. And then on the video is going live at Sniper Wolf. If you're wondering why I'm saying it's because she's got 3 S's at the start of her name, like some sort of simpleton. Sniper Wolf versus that vegan teacher. I finally got round to doing a video with that vegan teacher in it. I tried to avoid it for the longest time. Bless her, she's harmless. She's just trying her best, isn't she?
Yeah.
I love her passion. Anyway, each their own.
Yeah, it was a good video that you did. I
Thank
was
you.
like doing some of my stuff the other side of the room and like sort of hearing a bit of the video and thinking, oh, this woman he's critiquing, she sounds horrible. And then I came over to like give it a watch, and she's like quite a pretty girl, and I was really surprised. I don't know why. I just hearing her made me think that
Prettiness racist.
like she kind of had an ugly personality, like she wasn't kind, you know. And then I don't know, just thought, how can someone who's like beautiful but be, you know, on the outside but be so unkind and uncaring and sort of ugly in a way on the inside? It was really weird. Yeah.
Lovely Dave O kindly donated $5 Great British US dollars. Thanks for all you do. Don't ever stop. You lovely person. No question,
Thank
just
you.
supporting
It's
his
really
local
cool.
neighbour vegan YouTubers, as is Laura again with the 179. You're very kind. Hit the like button.
Thank you also.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Yeah, very kind.
Sniper Wolf is awesome. You wouldn't say that if you were queued up in a slaughterhouse because she was going to eat your dead body in a sandwich. Now get the fuck out of
I
here.
haven't heard her say
Cheers.
anything other than being unkind about animals, so that was what I meant. In other instances, she might come across as a nice person when she's not talking about veganism and animal abuse. But I haven't heard anything else she said, but what I did hear her say was not nice.
She's a complete bellend as a person. James Marno, you lovely... Now, this guy is the opposite of a bellend. He's a good person. Hey peoples, recently got your cookbooks and loving them. When do you hit us with the third in the trilogy? Have a great weekend. Thank you for your support, brother.
That's really kind. I've got 6 more recipes to write for the cookbook. It's a 30 recipe cookbook again. And then I'll be passing it over to the lovely Emma, and she will spend, I think she usually spends about 4 weeks or so, maybe longer, doing all the editing. Depends how many back and forths there are with changes and that kind of thing. But we'll probably speak to her very soon and work out a schedule and deadline and all that kind of stuff. So I hope it'll be out by the start of November is what I hope. And maybe we might do some pre-orders at a lower price in the kind of run up to that. Yeah, it's all really coming together now, so I'm super excited. And speaking of our cookbooks, we're doing 30% off.
30% off.
Current 2 cookbooks for
That's
anyone
$6.99.
Anyone who's new in the chat.
That's $6.99 for God's sake. Buy them. We need to eat. Mooncat, I missed his comment. Bella's gone off you. I'm the best after your Sniper Wolf video.
Oh, does she like?
I'll take it down. I'll take it down.
Oh.
All is forgiven. Damn it. Well, it was good while it lasted. It's a little quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. Has everyone got a life of their own?
What have you got, lives and stuff?
You?
Well, I guess
well, not you. You
33 haven't got lives, obviously.
That's why.
How dare you?
That's why we haven't got many people, because we keep insulting everyone.
Could be.
Oh God.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's Friday night, I guess. What are you all doing? You got plans for the weekend? How dare you?
Friday night and a damn thing funny. Bish better have my money.
What's that
You got my money.
What's that from? What do I owe you money for?
Hanging out with me fees.
Oh. Okay.
Eliza is going rock climbing soon. That sounds very cool.
Oh.
I think I'm the wrong size and shape for rock climbing, but I'm sure you'll do really well.
Yeah.
Sullivan brings up a good point. Vegan is best. Smiley face. Where in the world are you, Sullivan? And how's the vegan scene where you are? And how long have you been doing that vegan thing for? And have you got any tracksuit bottoms on? We've sort of run out of questions and things, so now I'm just acting a bit silly. I'm really sorry.
Banana hammock. Oh, I've offended Mooncat. Well, that's just great. I might as well go now. I'm so sorry. Sorry about me. Oh. Well.
I'm drinky.
What now? And I'll give you
post some stuff.
I'll give you a link to our course, our free, well, it is a course, nutrition guide, one more time, so in case anyone doesn't have it. We've not had so many nutrition-y questions tonight, well, quite a few. But yes, all the basics you need to know is in our nutrition guide, so please get it. Please get it.
Big Spoon Bear is off. They're going to pick up the future mother-in-law.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh.
No, you may have a good relationship. Although it's a bit unusual from what I hear. Rowdy Rosa, how are the workouts going, Gemma?
Oh, thanks for asking. Good. Yeah, I did it consistently back, a couple of weeks. And then I had to have like 4 days off because I was feeling really tired, as I said earlier. But then I realised I was on too much medication now for my thyroid. So I've lowered that and I'm, back to it. And really enjoying it. Just feels nice to get back to it. And I'd really like to get back to the gym as well. I think some people can really push themselves every day and it benefits them. But with me, I've noticed for a lot of years really, since I had my thyroid issue diagnosed, I have to be sort of slow and steady with it, with increasing it. And if I increase it too quickly, it's like I get a bad reaction. And then maybe for a day or two, I can feel fatigued from working out. So, but it's been better this time. I've not really had that reaction.
I'm the strongest.
Okay.
No, it's good to see you thriving, my lovely.
Right, you're allowed to be the strongest. That's how I like it.
Yeah, you do like it. I'm far stronger than you. You've got a little thing about it, if I remember right.
I don't have a thing about it. You shut up.
Mooncat, Bella has changed her mind. You are the best again.
Oh,
I was then going to delete the video.
Oh yeah, it goes live in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, so please watch the new video.
Get ready, you little buggers. Do you own a spiralizer? Asked Big Spoon there.
Yeah, we use it like once a year. Like when we first went vegan, we got some tools and different gadgets and things all over the first few years. But now we just don't bother so much getting gadgets and things because we just know that you know, well, maybe it's just us, but we hardly ever use them. We got a burger press, which is great, which we do use quite a bit. But other than that, yeah, we got like this citrus press. We don't use that anymore because we don't think juicing's a good idea. Like, got a juicer, all these things. Like, we don't really use them. Yeah. In our nutrition course, we've got a whole module all about kitchen equipment. We show you all the stuff that we've got, and we tell you like what it's good for and all that kind of thing. And yeah, you know, there's a few things that we think are really good, like having a really big pot. I'd rather have a massive pot than I would have like a new fancy gadget. So I can just do like batch cooking and stuff, which I think is awesome. Do you use your spiralizer very much? Is it maybe just me? I just don't use it. We used to do like the zucchini noodles, didn't we? But
yeah,
not for a long
zoodles.
Not for a long time.
Nick C, I really enjoy your channel. Thank you. I'm very inconsistent with veganism. Not helped my high cholesterol.
Not helped by my high cholesterol?
At all on the vegan diet, which I really thought it would. Well, you're saying vegan diet, and you're saying veganism.
It's largely living on ready meals and fake meats.
That was what I was going to guess.
Yeah.
So veganism is an ethical stance where we don't hurt animals. If you're speaking specifically that you were eating as a vegan, you could have been eating any old crap, which apparently you were, which you then went on to say. Yeah. Ready meals and processed.
Fake meats.
Yeah, you need to eat healthy, whole plant foods in order to help your health. And but, you know, I would say, you know, it's incorrect to say, you know, that you were being vegan, because if you're happy to go back to eating animals, you weren't vegan. Like, you were just eating a junky
you're trying it out for health
diet.
reasons, it sounds like. You're trying it for your health. And yeah, you want to see a result, so you know.
Which is fine. I don't mean to criticise, but I think that is important because people confuse veganism like with a diet, and they confuse a vegan diet, which is anything but animal products, but including processed junk, with whole plant foods, which you know it's going to be a totally different health outcome. Is just what I'm really trying to say.
Yeah.
So
the
download this.
Yeah, I've posted.
Download this. And do it.
I've posted it several times. I'll just post it again in the chat. So, like, you want to... So, that will be about the furring up of the arteries, will it? Is that what...
Yeah.
Cholesterol? And so, there's saturated fats, isn't it? So...
Yeah, so sat fat. So, if you're eating mock meats, they probably had coconut oil. Some of these vegan mock meats with coconut oil can be worse, potentially, than the animal products, which they displace, believe it or not. Most of them are a little bit better, according to the science, but some can be worse. Yeah, so just eat real foods, not made up nonsense foods. Download that. Also, so you need to eat whole foods, you need to avoid animal products, processed junk, particularly oils, palm oil, palm kernel oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter. And add in, drink up to a litre of hibiscus tea per day. That's particularly good for lowering cholesterol. Add in stuff rich in beta-glucans like mushrooms, oats are particularly good. Amla powder is like a little supplement thing you can add in. That really helps to lower your cholesterol. That'll be the stuff. But yeah, if you're eating mock meats and just processed junk, like, don't expect to be any better off, really. But, you know, you're then not paying others to stab animals in the neck, so at least, you know, you can sleep a bit better at night.
I advise you, like, get a handful of recipes, like, under your belt, you know, that you'll like and that you can practice and then find easy to put together. So we've got loads of recipes on the channel. There's a whole playlist of recipes, loads of what I eat in a day. So just, like, get a couple of different breakfast, lunch, dinner ideas so you can give it a try and eat healthful, like, things. So then you can actually see if there is properly a result, you know, change. And I would be really surprised if there wasn't. Yeah.
5 minutes. AF10 Productions, thoughts on a raw vegan lifestyle. Probably not optimal for most. Some people reckon that they have amazing health. I don't want to yuck their yum, but from my perspective, I would say to optimize your health, you want to be eating a bigger range of whole plant foods. I'd say it's be easier to get the range of nutrients you need. If you're not living in the tropics, like good luck getting enough quality ripe fruit, like year round, things like that. James Mono, I like your stance on my free street with people who eat animal products. The difficulty for me is carer to my sister who has a disability and after her sister. Yeah, so you can only do what you can do, can't you? Do you know what I mean? And we're all just trying our best in this imperfect world. You know, you have to just go with what, you know, you're comfortable and able and willing to do. And, you know, it's this, there's no black and white, is there? It's all shades of grey. But as long as you're comfortable, you know, and happy with what you're doing, you know.
Because we're about to go in a second, I'm just going to read this comment in case we didn't get to it. So Alex is saying, what is a fair price to pay for a meal plan? Really need one, but not sure how much or where to go. Do you do that? So Paul used to do meal plans, but he stopped doing that a really long time ago. So instead, he put all his knowledge into our nutrition course, which is there's a link like below. So it's online, so it's all of his knowledge from all of his years of being a nutritionist and everything he's learned, and then my knowledge as a chef. So 20 years of knowledge into one course. So that course can tell you like what you should be eating, how to put your meals together, how to work out like your calories, your protein, all the different things you need to know about how to make food like tasty, how to put meals together, how to cook without oil. Anything that you'd need to know is in there. There's like 2 cookbooks that tell you all the macros in case you want to look at that. So we don't do a specific like plan as such, but everything you need to know is in the course. There's probably other people doing specific plans.
Yeah, I mean, as for like what is a fair price, I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? And, you know, for just one that's been knocked out, just like a cookie cutter one for anyone to like follow, like... You know, you can expect to pay next to nothing for that if it's just going to be churned out and it's just the same old nonsense. If you're trying to hire someone who's really like experienced, you know, the more well-known you get as an influencer or a coach, you know, the more you can then charge. And, you know, we're all trying to like get by in the world, aren't we? So, you know, some people would say my plans are expensive, but then they go to someone else and they would be 10x the prices I was charging. And then they come back with their tails between their legs. But,
and also for a plan, like they want to work out your needs, and then to work out...
To make it bespoke, it takes hours, basically, is my point.
To then make a whole day's food for you for the 3 meals, they have to figure it out all on Chronometer. Does it meet your needs? And get every nutrient. Some people actually just do plans and they haven't checked that. They know it meets your protein needs and your calories.
They probably have plans for someone on 2,000 calories, 2,500, like 1,750. Like,
and you might not be hitting all your micronutrients, you know, which you don't want. So in the course, we teach you how to... you don't have to do it consistently. Just like at first, you know, put your food into an app. We show you how to use it just to see, are you hitting everything that you need? So you're not just going at it blindly, and you can plan your meals and know what you're actually doing. And you can then do it yourself. So if someone wrote you a plan and you had to eat the same things all the time because like you didn't know, you know, just work just out those needs for those meals, well, that would get really boring. So in the course, it's like how to figure it out so you can vary things forever and know what you're doing.
Okay. And yeah, if you are dead set on having a bespoke plan, I would recommend Corinne Sutton, KorinSutton, Corinne Sutton, over on Instagram. He's I'm not sure what he charges, but he's really good stuff. I really like that guy. Bodybuilding style sort of plans, but lots of healthy whole plant foods. So kind of what I would typically do, unless you went a bodybuilder, in which case it would just be whole foods. Anyway, I digress. Thanks. First of all, please watch my video. I've put the link there. Please go and watch my video now, because the more people who watch it earlier on, the more the algorithm will love it, particularly if you play it all the way through. If you get bored, please just open another window and leave it playing. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks to moderators for keeping us troll-free. Thanks to the super chats. keeping the beans on her toast.
Wolves from the door.
And the camera's rolling.
The healthy beans I made earlier today.
Download our free e-guide to healthy vegan nutrition. That's great. Our 2 cookbooks, Whole Foods Plant-Based. They're 30% off. Currently just $6.99. Links down there for all these things I'm saying. And our new course. It's at a low introductory price. 14 videos or cookbooks, downloadable PDFs, nutritional comments by age, stage of life, loads of checklists, and an online community where you can be held accountable, cheer people on, so show people what you're doing, maybe show your goals on there, show your weekly updates like Mooncat's currently doing on his platforms. It's amazing stuff. Mooncat will tell you to be accountable like that. It really does help you to get your goals. It's great stuff. Watch my video. I'll probably do you want me to come on over the weekend? This live streams have been a bit quieter. They've been a bit quieter, but I'll come on if you really want me.
If not, I get to have you all to myself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be on. Either like morning or evening. Once or twice over the weekend.
You're really hot.
I'm really hot. Vegan. Oh, vegan. So I thought I was vegan foot soldier for a minute. Anyway, I've got to go. Super chat. Andre kindly donated 2 Canadian bucks. Made it say hi. Have a great weekend, everyone. You have a great weekend too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everyone.
Really appreciate you. Have a great weekend. See you very, very soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam. Gotta leave it running for a bit. It's a bit awkward.